Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two league games away against Villareal and at home against Cadiz. As you can see by our recent form, we've not been too bad. After that phenomenal victory against Real Madrid, we did lose against Dynamo. It was quite an odd game. We dominated it. They had one shot on target and scored it, and it was just one of those games. Gijon and Mallorca, we had good wins against them. Played really well throughout in those games. Against Gijon, we actually ended up with 9 men. We had a player sent off, and we had an injury come through after we'd made our substitution. So we managed to just about get through it. And the 95th minute with a winner, thanks to Lautaro Martinez, got us a Champions League win against Dortmund. So going into this, in terms of the league table at the moment, we're sat in second place, 1 point behind Bilbao, who of course had the better of us early in the season. But overall, I'm quite happy with where we sat at the moment. A win today would see us go top of the league, and goal difference isn't too bad, but it is something that we do need to improve upon. And again, a lot of the games we've had recently have been at home, so the challenge is going to come here in this away game. Hopefully we can do well enough that we can get through this fixture. Like I say, away from home we have been a little bit more iffy, but we had that really good win against Real Madrid. And I think was Dortmund away or at home? I think Dortmund was actually at home, but it's one of them things that we need to keep an eye on being away from home. I think we don't seem quite as convincing, and in front of goal we aren't shooting on target enough. Which, considering the quality of players we have, we should be doing a little bit better than we have been, and therefore, obviously, we're not scoring quite as many goals as I'd like, but. Hopefully that will change today. We'll see how we get on. I fancy us against Cadiz at home. Any away game is going to be tough, especially against a side like Villareal. But hopefully we can get off to a reasonably quick start and put the pressure on early. Frenkie de Jong here with a free kick, whips it in, and it's a very good save actually from Meslier. Um, Early signs suggest that we might be in with a decent opportunity in this match. Gonzalez with a corner. It's cleared away. Here's Seevold. Couldn't quite get onto it, and Leonardo's charging away with it. And he's still going. He hasn't got much support, and he plays it back to Nico. Now Malero into Lefebvre. Again plays it forward, and Leonardo couldn't quite get onto it. But that is poor from Koundé. Seevold did well in the end to react first and clear. But that was a bit dicey from Koundé. Not like him to make an error like that. Meslier into Pau Torres. Now Nico. Back into Meslier. Bit of early. If we can get the pressure on them here, we might be able to win the ball back. But they've got it out to their wing back Verges, and he pushes forward down this right hand side. No sign of a challenge coming in, and he plays it back to Lefebvre. Now Ahmed Hedzic. Back into Lefebvre. We managed to push them back again, but there's not quite enough pressure on the ball for my liking here. Here's Perfundi. Again, it's back with their centre back. Nico loses out to De Jong though. That's well played from him, and a poor pass from Ramos. Played it behind De Jong there, and it forced us back a little bit. Araujo and De Jong exchanging passes. He needs to play it down here, and he's ended up losing out to Leonardo. That pass from Ramos has probably done the damage here, but De Jong quite poor in possession, and it's to the far post, and Ryan wins it, and it's off the woodwork, and we just about managed to get it away. Not exactly convincing in the midfield, but De Jong apparently is the only player rating quite well so far. Bit of an odd one, considering he gave the ball away for that chance, but we'll see how things develop. I think at this stage, the fact that we've got good home form is certainly being a catalyst for us at the moment. If we can pick up wins away from home without playing well, I think it'll it will gradually start to improve from there. We have got the team that's capable, and over the next couple of seasons, we are going to have to replace some of these big names that we have. Ramos has gone a bit quieter recently up front as well, which is a concern. He is the better of the two strikers, but Martinez is in the form, so it's a little bit of an awkward one at the moment. We'll have to see how things develop between the two of them. Incidentally, Real Madrid, who they are a little bit further down in the table, but they are our biggest rivals in this league. Obviously, they're 2-0 up thanks to a brace from Endrick so far. Here is Malero. Manages to get through quite easily from the midfield. Koundé didn't put enough pressure on again, and Ryan is there at the far post. and it is 1-0 just before half time here to Villareal. We haven't done enough in this game so far, and it's starting to show. We are a goal behind again away from home. And in terms of match starts, Villareal deserve to be ahead. Malero with a corner here, again to the far post, and Ryan again with the header. It clipped the post and went wide. We are really going to have to wake up in this second half. We did this against Real Madrid though, but this is extremely poor. The quality we have in this team. Ramos 6.2, Pedri has been poor, as well as a number of the other midfielders as well. We need to really start putting the pressure on here. We almost win possession back, but it's just not quite happening. But Gonzalez has gone in here, and it's a comfortable save in the end from Meslier. He should have shot a little earlier to get it across goal. And good signs at the start of this second half, but not. We need to be taking these chances. That's the problem. Here's De Ketelaere into Van Heck. Ramos couldn't win the header. Ryan couldn't win it either. It's bundling about and Ketelaere in the end with the strike from distance. And again, Meslier with a comfortable save. I think we're going to have to make some changes. There's too many poor performances happening here. We have started to wake up a little bit, which is good to see. But Ramos again, very poor from his point of view. And Pedri, he's been poor. He really has, but he's such a key player. And we're going to bring Saglin Benny on. And I think for now, I mean, Seavold's on a yellow card as well, so that's not ideal. I think we'll drop De Jong back to the playmaker role. He seems to play better there. We'll bring Verelst into central midfield as well for the yellow carded Seavold, but all of our defenders are playing so badly as well. We're going to demand more, and we'll see if we can spark anything from the players at all here. Here's Malero, back to Lefebvre. Now Nico. So much space for Diz, and again, no tracking back. And Nico just struck it from distance, and Hedl did manage to make a comfortable save, but Balde picks it up and finds Pedri. And De Jong here with a free kick. Whips it toward the far post. Araujo's header, and Ronald Araujo has given us an equaliser here. It's a well-worked set piece from De Jong, who obviously we move back to that playmaker role, and it was a good free kick. But certainly we've got something to build on now. It has woken the team up a little bit, having made those changes. And it does seem to work quite well for us at the moment. We did it against Madrid, and all of a sudden we knocked a few goals in against them. So we have got an opportunity here. Goal kick coming for, well, that was a strange one, wasn't it? A bit of a glitch of a highlight there almost. Overall, it's been quite an even game, to be fair. Koundé with a throw. Pau Torres manages to clear. Araujo does well to beat Vlasic. It was imperative that he did. De Jong into Martinez. And now Gonzalez. It's a very, very heavy touch from Gonzalez. And Meslier with a comfortable claim. He clears it forward. Vlasic wins a header. Verelst does well to get onto it, though. Now Araujo. Into Koundé. Gonzalez threatened to make the run. It didn't quite come off. Koundé plays it back to Verelst. Tries the inverted pass to Gonzalez. It didn't work. Martinez into Koundé, and Koundé struck it in the end, and he smashed it off the woodwork. And here we go again. Villareal just building from the back, and again the space is all around the fullbacks, and now Malero. Koundé's just let him run there, and here's Verges. Balde does well to intercept. He holds on to it here. He clears. Lautaro Martinez couldn't win it though, but he's managed to get in a challenge on Pau Torres. He couldn't quite keep hold of it though. And Diz with a poor pass into Koundé. Now Gonzalez. Martinez again fighting it out with Pau Torres. He's getting quite heftily beaten up at the moment, Martinez, by Pau Torres. And Villareal are breaking with Profundi down this right-hand side. Chance to put it into the penalty area. Here's Ryan and Marlero. It's fallen to them. And it's 2-1 to Villareal. And once again, away from home. As I was saying before, we just seem to struggle. We've been playing quite well, like I say, as you can tell by our form, but it's just something missing at the moment. And I think we need a younger, sharper striker. I think that's literally all we could do with at the moment. Cunill's going to come on in midfield, and we're going to bring Roger on for Gonzalez, who's yellow carded, and he's not had a good game either, to be honest. Right, we need to wake up. Can we do anything in these last 15-20 minutes? Villareal are pushing again. We're going to hopefully demand more again momentarily, but here's Ryan into Verges, into Lefebvre. He holds on to it, couldn't get the delivery in. Saglin Bennett, who's done nothing since coming on, and now it's Lautaro Martinez. That's a good switch of play, and Roger is in behind on this right hand side. Diz wins the challenge, and again Roger losing out to Diz. Defensively, they've been quite strong today. Villareal, they have looked quite good against our front line, no matter who we've put in there. And Villareal again passing straight through us, and Malero is in and finishes the game off. Our forward players have been absolutely bullied today, and that is very, very poor. And defensively, Balde and Van Heck have been shocking as well. We need something different, I think. But Malero has completely destroyed us here, and Villareal, incidentally, have now gone above us in the table. We're going to demand more again. It's not going to make any difference, though. Roger tries to deliver, and again, Martinez losing out. And again, they've just passed straight through us. Koundé's been shocking today at right back, and yet he's one of the better rated defenders from today. But, yeah, not ideal. Home form is keeping us up there at the moment, but that is a very, very poor performance. Not good at all. We have got to be so much better than that. We really do. And as such, we're now 4 points behind Bilbao. We have got a game in hand, mind, but still. The fact that we're struggling away from home is a massive concern. And I know Villareal are a good team. I'm not knocking that, but we should be playing better than that. We really should. Same with Bilbao. Again, they're in good form and they are a good team. But to lose 3-0 against them is not good enough. There's certainly things to think about going into this game against Cadiz, but our forward players got absolutely bullied there. Well, we've got 2 weeks until the home game against Cadiz. I thought it was only a week, but there's actually 2 weeks between the games. So I'll have to whip through them, and then we'll come back for that home game, and hopefully we can improve our form a little bit after that poor away performance. Okay then, here we go. We've finally made it to the home game against Cadiz. I am hopeful of a better result this time round, obviously. We are at home as well. It does tend to be an advantage for us. But if we want aspirations of doing well in the league this season, we need to be doing better away from home. But focus turns to this home game. We'll focus on it first, and we'll see what happens from there. We've got a headling goal with Balde, Van Heck, Araujo and Koundé at the back. De Jong, De Ketelaere and Seivold in midfield. Saglin Bennett and Pedri out wide, and Ramos up front. I feel like Balde would be better used out on the wide on the wings, but he's our best left back as well. So for the time being, it is where he seems to be staying. And again, hopefully it'll work out for us. Because he's so good at getting forward, though, I am a little bit concerned that he may leave us a little bit open on that left-hand side. Koundé hasn't settled in at right back at all recently. He really is struggling in there, but he's our best. He's in the squad. He is our best right back as well, aside of Tomiyasu, who is just coming back to full fitness. He is on the bench today, but he isn't quite match fit. So going into this game, obviously we had the defeat last time out, but a win would take us back into third place, I want to say, I think. But we actually have 2 games in hand against some of the teams above us now, this being one of them. Here is Koundé. with the throw. Ramos, Pedri, Ramos again. Into De Ketelaere, struck from distance, it's gone over. Ramos, incidentally, got the third top goal scorer in Europe, but since he's been with us, well, since we've been at Barcelona, he has struggled somewhat for goals. And considering how well he was doing before we came along, I don't know if it's the role he's playing in or whether he's just not settling. I'm really not sure. We're dominating this game, but again, we're not taking advantage of it. 35 minutes gone. Cadiz haven't offered anything in this game, and we need to really push on at the minute. Seglin Bennett with the delivery, and Van Heck won the header. Valdimarson did well to make the save, but it fell to Van Heck. Oh no, it didn't. It's fallen to Gonçalo Ramos, apparently, who could be offside. I can't imagine he will be. Oh, he is offside. So he must have been offside when Van Heck won the header. So Ramos is denied a goal, and it remains 0-0. Valdimarson with the clearance forward for Cadiz. And Albar is in behind here, and he's lobbed the keeper, and it's gone over the bar. That was a massive chance for them, and it's their first chance of the game, and it's the most clear-cut chance we've seen. And again, we're disappointing in front of goal. We're not converting our chances, and considering the quality we have, like I say, we need to be doing better. And it is quite worrying, to be honest. I mean, sides like Cadiz, we need to be beating 3-4 goals to nil, to be quite honest. And because other teams will be doing the same to them. They are bottom of the league, and if we want a decent goal difference to work in our favour, we need to start converting our chances. We've had 8 shots on target today, and we're not scoring any. And we're going to have to make changes again. I can't... It's annoying. We've got so much quality, but for whatever reason, something just isn't clicking going forward. And considering the quality we have, it is a major concern right now. Midfield-wise, we're not looking too bad. We're going to drop Pedri back into midfield, and we're going to bring Gonzalez on that right-hand side. Defensively, again, Koundé's been terrible. We are going to bring Tomiyasu on for him. We'll give him some minutes back on the field. And I think for now, we'll probably leave it at that, but I'm not entirely sure where we're going wrong in relation to goals. It's just doesn't seem to be happening for us. We're going to demand more because we're going into these last 20 minutes. They've had 2 attempts at goal, not on target. We've had 75% possession, and we've hardly looked like scoring a goal. Saglin Benny does well to win that back. Ball day into Van Heck. Here's Tomiyasu, picks it up on this right-hand side. Gonzalez, back to Frenkie de Jong. That's a nice pass. Tomiyasu picks it up on this right-hand side. He needs support, though. We've not got many people in the penalty area. Gonzalez into Lautaro Martinez, and there's Pedri, and that is a terrible, terrible finish. Something's amiss here. I mean, we've not had a lot of highlights either. Here's Gonzalez with the corner. They just about managed to get it away. Pedri into Gonzalez again, into the penalty area, and it's cleared by Arkine. Now Saglin Benny cuts inside, finds Araujo. That's a shocking pass. De Jong wins it back, and there's Gonzalez, and he's hit the post now. And I don't think we're going to score. I can't believe we've not won this. But the lack of goals is really a big worry here. Here's Van Heck into De Jong. Now Araujo. One last chance, potentially, to get the 3 points here. Tomiyasu into Gonzalez. He has Martinez in the penalty area. He's found Saglin Penny, and it's off target again, right in front of goal. We've absolutely dominated, and we haven't scored. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's a terrible, terrible result. And the thing is, the performance is great, but we've got to be angry because we're just not doing anything in front of goal. We just can't seem to score. And as such, we've only got one game in hand on only a couple of teams above us, and we're 6 points off the pace. And we're 3 points behind Madrid, but our goal difference is terrible. Something's got to give. Tactically, I don't think we've got a problem with dominating games, but we're just not scoring goals. I mean, if we work the ball into the penalty area, we might not get as many opportunities. But clearly doing what we're doing at the moment is not working in front of goal. It's not good. And we're going to have to potentially change within the tactic a little bit, because that is very, very poor. And Ramos hasn't scored for a while. Martinez is struggling, like I say. But Cadiz, like I say, are near the bottom of the league. That is a big, big loss. We've got Dundee United away and Atletico Madrid at home to come in tomorrow's tomorrow? Nope, it'll be Monday's. I'm recording this quite in advance. I'm just trying to work it out. I think it's Monday's episode for Dundee United and Atletico Madrid, but that needs to improve majorly. I'm going to have a look at tactics. We'll see what we can do, and hopefully we can pick up on results a little bit more. So until then, guys, thank you very much for all your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time, and this is Big Will signing away.